You see some women who go into bed with nika, go into bed with jeans trousers. They are telling their man that this place tonight is a no-go area. It's more than the harbor gate of Takrady or Tema. You cannot go there. That is in Ghana. You cannot go there. They seize the man. It is wrong in the sight of God. You don't have power over your own body. That's what the Bible says. As a matter of fact, when you do that to your man, you are only helping the man to go out there. The man is not disciplined. If the man is not God-fearing, you are helping your man to find solace elsewhere. It reminds me of what we studied in economics years ago, where the lecturer was using some examples and said, well, there's a trouble called don't mind your wife trouble. Don't mind your wife trouble. So like there is a scuffle between the two, and the man goes to a choba or local restaurant, and he says, I will eat here. If she doesn't give me food, I'll eat here. And so when a woman decides to starve the husband, is trying to push the husband out there. But if you're a Christian man, Christian husband, you got to understand the rules of engagement. You keep yourself for God. It is no excuse for you to walk out there. You must have to do your homework. And this is the homework. See, you find out that some of the women do all the work the whole day. In the house, going here, going there. The men don't want to pay the school fees of the children. They don't want to help the woman a little bit to support the man in any way. And when that happens, women are more of emotional beings than the men. The more men are more reason inclined. And so the woman will say, well, I'm wearing a jeans knicker, don't come. Some can even decide to sleep naked by who betides you as the husband. Don't come close. They have locked up themselves upstairs. Don't come close. And it's not the best. And so men, I'm talking to us, you find out that if you comport yourselves well in the day, in the holy place, by the time you get into the holy of holies, the most holy place in the night, you have free access and free Wi-Fi to browse anywhere, anyhow. The woman will be all ready for you. If you want this, then you have to do your homework. Right? The woman must be emotionally satisfied. And so, beloved, this is it. And the Bible says that it is good for a man not to touch a woman, but to prevent fornication. Every man should have his own wife, and the woman her own husband. This is the way to go. And the Bible says the man should render unto the wife due benevolence. Sometimes we go out there, see men are turned on by what we see, and the women by what they hear. We go out there, we see beautiful ladies, women who are dressed, beautiful apparel. Wow, you look at it, and if you are not careful, you don't fear God, you'll be swept off your feet. What can you do as a man? What you can do as a real man is to probably photocopy that kind of style. I'm not saying pick it hook, line, and sinker, but how can you also improve on your wife's beauty? Buy some things, put in some money. If you have a garden and you don't want weeds in the garden, you have to dress the garden. That is why your name is husband. As a married man, husband is related to husband's man, a gardener. Jesus said, I am the vine. My father is the gardener. And so as a husband, you are supposed to be a vine dresser. You must dress your wife, and you must help her. When she's cooking, you are helping. When she's washing, you are helping. So many things, you can find space and help her out. When you do that, you make her look fresher and younger and nubile and ready to give in to you at every time. And you woman out there, do everything you can in your power. Have what it takes, some spices, some perfume, get some nice, we are not saying get expensive dresses, no, something moderate, right? The beauty must be inside out, something that can turn your husband on in the night. You know what to put on, and when you do that, you can cause your husband to fall in temptation. This kind of temptation is holy and approved of God, because It is happening in his own home and right before his own eyes. And I thank God for your understanding out there. Now, when you go on, the Bible says we should not defraud one another. Somebody, a wife will say, I'm going 1 week fasting. Sometimes they do it intentionally. 1 week fasting. You stay where you are. But the Bible says it must be with consent. Some have done that and they have wrecked their marriages. You have agreed, maybe church, we are going 1 week fasting. We all agree. And at the point in time, the man says, the men have the accelerator and the women have the brakes. The man says, well, please. So I want to go that way. Please, let me have my way. And he cannot control himself. You have to allow him. The Bible says he must be with consent. If you know your man cannot cross 4 days, you say, I'm going 1 week fasting. The fasting can be done in bits and pieces. You can arrange it, schedule it. You know that after this period, he will come. After that period, he will come. You can arrange it. It is a matter of faith and understanding. It is not a rule. We are not under the law. The two of you must agree, must have consent. That's what the Bible says in 1 Corinthians 7:5. Don't defraud one another. And the man will also say, I'm not fine, I'm tired, because he doesn't want the wife to have control over the body. You don't have control over your own body. This is what the Bible says. Now, as a man, the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 5, verse 15, drink waters out of thine own cistern and running waters out of thine own well. What does that mean? It's like today, you may have a poly tank in your house. That is your own poly tank. You bought it with your own hard. You bought the poly tank with your own hard-earned money. The Bible says, drink waters from your own poly tank. A wife is yours. Rejoice with the wife. Rejoice with the wife of your youth. Enjoy her. Every part of her body God has given. She is wonderfully made for you. And when you go further in Proverbs 5, when you go to verse 9, it says, let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times. Play with the breast. Enjoy yourself in her bosom. You can enjoy yourself in her company. You must be free. The Bible says in the book of Genesis, I think chapter 2, yeah, it said the man and the woman were both naked and they were not ashamed. Why? Because they were legitimately married. If you cannot be shamelessly, in other words, righteously and with confidence, be in the company of another woman, naked with that woman, it is sinful. I mean, if you can't have that confidence, it means it is not for you. That which is for you, you have the confidence in the company and to enjoy yourself with that person. You must be confident and comfortable in each other's company. If you are in a company of another woman or another man, not your husband or your wife, and you are ashamed, you are stealing, it is not for you. Some men go for women other than their wives or young ladies. You are denying somebody's future marriage, somebody's future wife. You are taking advantage of somebody's future wife. If a woman too, you have substance, you are taking advantage of a young man. Some have become sugar mommies. You are denying that man his rightful place in marriage, and God will judge you. God wants us to go by the rules of engagement. If you are not married, the Bible says it is better to marry than to stay single and burn. Look for your own. Look for your own and stay hooked. And the moment you marry, you tie the knot to a man. It is a lifetime sentence to love. You can't break. You can't break it. You break that marriage, you are landing into hell. God has so established it. That is why we say the vows. I will say that till death do us part. It means while you are both living, one cannot say, I am leaving the marriage.